Okay, guys, we're going to talk about expected value. Okay, so here we are with expected value stuff. I just want to highlight, if I pay $5, I'm going to have these options, this. So you guys, when you're talking about expected value, you're talking about the probabilities times how much money you're going to get. So there's two ways to handle this. I show it where I have 0.2, which is A, times the value I get there is 6. And then I have zero point 0.1, which is B, times 10. Then I have 0.2, which is C, times 5. And then I have 0.3, which is D, 0.5 times 3, which is D. Here's the thing. How much do I pay to play? $5. That's why I'm subtracting it. If I'm playing, there's a 100% probability I'm playing, so that's why I have the 1. When I calculate that, I get a negative 0.3. So you should expect to lose 30 cents each time you play. The game is not fair. So if I do option B, 0.2 times 12, I did this one differently. So how much did I pay to play, which is 10? So 12 minus 10 is 2. 15 minus 10 is 5. 11 minus 10 is 1. And then 7 minus 10 is a negative 3. So when I come down here, so instead of using 12, 15, 5, 11, I've already taken into account that I paid $10, so 0.2 times 2. And then I'm going to have 0.01 times my 5 value I have from up there. And then I'm going to have 0.02 times 1 and then 0.05 times a negative 3. So when I calculate that out, I'm going to get a negative 0.4. So here's the thing. Is the game fair? No, it's not fair. You'll expect to lose 40 cents each time you play because we are in a minus. If that was a positive, we would expect to get money. So on the flip side, if you're a carnival owner, which one do you want? Definitely option B. As a carnival owner, option B, that's what you want to select. They should expect to take more money in on each bet because you're getting 10 cents more than you would with option A. Okay, on this one, you guys, you pay $5 to play a game. 2 fair dice are rolled. If it's the odd amount comes up, you win the amount on the dice. If it's even, you only get a buck. What's the expected value? So here's my little breakdown. When I roll a dice, I can get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There's only one way to get a 2. There's two ways to get a 3. 3 ways to get a 4. 4 ways to get a 5. 5 ways to get a 6. 6 ways to get a 7. 5 ways to get an 8. 4 ways to get a 9. 3 ways to get a 10. 2 ways to get 11. And 1 way to get a 12. So here's the thing. If it's odd, my odd values I can get are 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. So if it's 3, how many ways can I get a 3? 2 out of 36. If it's 5, I can have it 4 out of 36. So if it's 7, I can get it 6 out of 36. How many ways can I get a 9? 4 out of 36. And 11, 2 out of 36. That takes care of my odd amounts come up, I'm going to win. So how many even, right? If it's even, you only get a buck. So how many evens do I have? Half the dice rolls are odd, half the dice rolls are even. 2, 4, 6, 4, 2. That adds up to 18, so I have 18 left where I'm only going to win $1. But here's the thing. If I play this game, how much am I paying? $5. So 36 over 36, right? So that's the value of 1 minus 5. So when you plug and chug all of that up, right, this first part, you'll get a 4, and then you minus a 5, which gives you a negative 1. The game's not fair. Expect to lose $1 each time you play. Okay. This next one, there's a lot of typos in it, so that's what's all highlighted and it looks awesome. So, medical insurance companies, this is what happens. So the number of claims, guys, you've got to add that up. That is out of 250. So 175 claims, they pay out 0. 50 claims, they pay out 20,000. 15 claims, 40,000. 5 claims, 60,000. 2 claims, 80,000. And 3 claims, 100,000. So when I go to get my expected value, it'd be 150 over 250, 50 over 250, 5 over 250, 15 over 250, 2 over 250, 3 over 250. So I've just calculated up timesing them all the way across. And then I'm going to divide it by $250. So then my expected value I get is $9,440. The $9,440 means that the medical company is going to pay out on average $9,440 per claim that it gets in a month, which is actually really close to 10 grand, which is a lot. So how much money should the company charge as an average premium so that it breaks even on a claim? Has to charge what its expected value is. Okay. If the company wants to make $50 of profit per premium, guess what? They've got to bump up that $940 by $50 to get that next thing. It should charge $9,490 per average premium, and if they want to make $50. Okay, so on this next one, same situation. How much do associates make on average per day in their first month with the company? So if I add these up, 20 plus 30 is 50, plus 10 is 60. That gives me 40, 60, so I get 120 total right here. Right? I just want to show you another way to think about this. So this is 20 over 120. And then I'm going to have 30 over 120. I'm going to get 35 over 120. I'm going to get 25 over 120, and I'm going to get 10 over 120, right? So that's my probabilities, and then my values, and then over here I can have expected values. So this is 100, 130, 160, 190. Well, that goes there, 190, and then this 210. So when you do that, you get this, and then at the very bottom, you need to sum all those up. And then you're going to get a sum of $152.92, which I rounded up to $153. So how much do associates make on average per day in their first month? $153. Josie knows that her living expenses are $4,100. Is she going to make enough money? She plans to work $26 in her first month. So $4,100 divided by 26, which is $157.69, or I rounded that up to $158. So should Josie make enough to cover her living expenses? So in number one, I know I'm going to make $153. I know I need to make $158, so I'm short like $5. So she needs $158 a day. She should expect to make $153, so it will not be enough to cover her expenses. So she needs to make 5 more a day or work more days. So how many days should Josie plan on working during her first month to cover her living expenses? So how much does she need in the month? $4,100. I want to divide that by that expected value, which gives me 26.78. So I'm going to round that up to 26.8 days. She should plan on working probably 27 days, right? Given the data on the brochure, is this the representative of Josie's earning potential? What is the probability she'll earn enough to cover her living expenses? So the bottom number is 120, right? How many of them make above 158? So then I come back up here. I look at this. 160, 35 make above 158. 25 make above 158. 10 make above that. So when I add those together, I get 70. So 70 out of 120 is 7 over 12, which gives you that.